So before we get started with this podcast, I'd like to wish a happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Festivus, happy Christmas, happy Yule, whatever category you're in. We really appreciate the nearly 1.1 million people that have taken time to view our channel, the 2,200 subscribers. That's very much in my wheelhouse because my first job with Dalhousie News, we had 2,000 sales per week on the North Shore of New Brunswick. So technically, I'm working for the Dalhousie News again. So thank you. So a good friend of our channel, Andrew Lippert. Thanks for this, Andrew. Very good follower. Wanted me to do something on this 1 year Yankee wonder. Now, just like Jose Charbonneau and Miguel Delaunay with Cleveland, who had the big batting season after being mediocre for years, this guy really, a lot of people thought he was going to be a successor to Don Mangley when he retired. It didn't pan out, but for the time he was with the Yankees, he impressed a lot of people, and a lot of people are still very fond of this guy because he gave the Yankees hope after several years without a AL East title. Now, Kevin Maas, born January 20, 1965 in Castro Valley, California, was a top prospect for the Yankees for a number of seasons, but he was unable to replicate the success of his rookie year and played for two major league franchises over 5 years. Now, the New York Yankees selected Maas in the 22nd round of the '86 draft after attending the University of California. After a few successful seasons in the minor leagues, most notably with the Columbus Clippers, he made his major league debut for the Yankees on June 29, 1990, when they called him up again from the Clippers. It was hoped that he would be the heir to Mattingly at first base, and his first major league hit was a single off All-Star Jack McDowell. Now, he started his big league career on a tear, setting a record for the fewest at-bats, 72, to hit 10 home runs, since broken by Shane Spencer in 1998. He also set a record for fastest rookie to 13 and 15 with 110 and 133 at-bats. 13 fewer than Sam Horn took to reach 13, and 2 fewer than Wally Berger took to reach 15. He was helped by a 3-game series at Texas when he homered in each game of the series. At the end of the 1990 season, Maas had 21 home runs in 79 games, and he finished second to the Sporting News Rookie of the Year voting to Sandy Alomar Jr. of the Indians. Now, Maas was a left-handed hitter. As a result, many of his home runs went to the right field stands. About halfway through the season, a group of dozen or so ladies began wearing mask tops to Yankees home games and sitting in the right field stands. Whenever Maas hit a home run to right, the girls would get up, remove their tops, and jump up and down until Maas finished circling the bases. Obviously, this wasn't shown very often on TV. Now, the following season, he served as the Yankees DH and the occasional fill-in for Mattingly at first base. Even though he played 148 games, his sophomore season was not as successful as his first. He did hit 23 home runs and 500 at-bats, but batted just .220 with 128 strikeouts. By '92, Maas was shuffling back and forth between the major and minor leagues. He was released by the Yankees in '94. He bounced around between San Diego, Cincinnati, and Minnesota. He briefly returned to majors in '95 with the Twins, but then he signed a major contract with the Hanshin Tigers of the Japan's Central League in '96 to replace, of all people, Glenn Davis. Now, as of 2008, Maas was working at Charles Schwab as a financial consultant in his hometown of Castro Valley, California. Now, the divorcee has a daughter named Lacey and a son named Christian. He's a regular invitee to Old Timers Day at Yankee Stadium and participated in the 2008, 2011, and 2017 games. Now, what really stood out for me and was the ball contact he would make on these big home runs. Now, the .230 batting average is kind of deceptive because he did have a strong way at the plate. Now, that initial season, just give you the rough stats: 254 at bats, 42 runs, 64 hits, 252 batting average, 21 home runs, 41 RBIs. The second season in New York, in 148 games, 500 at bats, 110 hits, only 14 doubles and 3 triples. I think that hurt him. He wasn't really an extra base hitter, and the 128 strikeouts was an indication there was something going on. Now, 92 and 98 games in spot duty, he had 11 home runs and 35 RBIs, but they're hoping he would be like a 28 to 3,500 RBI player. Now, 93, his last season with the Yankees, he had only 9 home runs and 25 RBIs. His last season in Major League Baseball, again, the strikeouts really hurt him. Only batted 193. So career 406 games, 1,448 plate appearances, 1,248 official at bats, with 65 home runs, 169 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, 182 bases on balls. He would walk quite often, but unfortunately 310 strikeouts in those 1,248 official at bats. So you look at the rough average, we're hoping he will be that 25 to 30, 85 RBI guy. But the thing is, with the Yankees, and later on when he started to win, his production wasn't matching his talent, and there was better people coming up on the pike, as we say. So Andrew, thanks a lot for requests. If anybody has a request, as we like to say, it's highly, highly appreciated, highly, highly considered. But Kevin Maas, for me, I think of Jose Charbonneau, the same thing, that Cleveland Indian player. It was Charbonneau was always a person to take advantage of a bad pitch. And Moss that first season, but when pitchers got used to him, he's striking out more often. That happens with a young player. But the talent was there. You can't hit back-to-back 20 home run seasons for New York Yankees unless you have talent. But like I said, there was better people coming into Pike, and Rodriguez as well as part of the Yankee system. Like I said, there was no place for him. If he hit 30 home runs and 100 RBIs, he would have. But like I said, not enough production. Thanks for listening, and don't forget, make sure to cook your turkey well enough. If the power goes out, go to the range. Have a good one. Bye.